Hello and welcome to another Teacher's Corner. I'm Teacher Kirby, and this time coming at you from inside the patrol, rescue, and search. Today we are taking a look at the revolutionary science set. So before I do that, let's remember, if you like what you see, check that like or click that like and subscribe button, and don't forget to ring the bell so you are notified when I make new videos. Alright, so let's talk for a second about this revolutionary set. This came out from the Widening the Gyre event, and it was given as a whole 4 pieces. Technically 5 if you count the Singularity Core, but you can only equip 4 at a time. So on this vessel, I'm currently using, as you can see, all 4 pieces of the set. So let's dig into the weeds a little. So the deflector, and I've leveled everything up to Mark 15 Epic. The deflector has Control X and EPG. It is re-rollable, so you can re-engineer it. It has baked in shield capacity, stealth, and then it also has exotic particle generators, or EPG, and some control expertise, as well as some drain expertise baked in. It also has a baked in ability. Whenever you activate a beam or cannon firing mode, it grants you an extra 21.3 Starship Control Expertise and Starship Exotic Particle Generator. So this makes things like your gravity well and pull harder and do more damage. Okay? So that is the deflector. The impulse engine, now again, has special effects here, has some baked in things. So again, this is you can re-engineer this. It is re-rollable, and I've done mine. I've split mine between speed and turn. The baked in ability here is activating any control bridge officer ability. That's things like your gravity well, anything that scrambles sensors, tractor beams, things like that. This gives you plus 31.9 Starship weapon specialization, which improves your critical hit chance, which is always good, especially for science boats where they're where the crit chance needs to go up, or can go up quite high on science abilities. Then we have our warp core. The warp core is not re-engineerable or re-rollable. So it has aux to weapons, an auxiliary capacitor, and EPS. That's not exotic. It's electroplasma systems. So it also has baked in some control expertise, some weapon amplification, and some weapon amplification. So there you go. So it makes your gravity well pull harder and things like that, and it gives you extra crit severity. Okay, so in addition, it gives you some extra electroplasma system flow, meaning that weapon power will return to your weapons faster, as an example. And it puts 7.5% of your auxiliary power to your weapon power as bonus power. This is actually really good for science ships. So there you go. And it allows you to have plus 5 maximum aux power. Again, good for science ship, because the more auxiliary you have, the better your science abilities do. Alright. And then we have, finally, the revolutionary covariant shield. This is re-rollable, so you can re-engineer this, and you can get it up actually quite high. You see I've put mine at cap 4 and cap regen, and I've got over 17,000 maximum shield capacity, which is quite good. This also reduces directed energy weapon has a baked in 15% reduction of directed energy weapon, and that is based on your current auxiliary power. Now, so all of this is well and good. Each of these are have really good stats for science builds. Okay, now let's take a look at the bonuses, the set bonuses. More details. Here we go. Okay, so our set bonuses. And here we go. Set. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Okay, here we go. Set bonuses. We have 2-piece set, House Mokai Science. This gives us extra damage resistance rating versus foes in our forward 90-degree arc. This is good because you're usually having to face your foes in order to shoot off your science abilities, so that's good. Plus it gives us extra turn rate, great, so we can keep our foes there. And extra exotic damage critical severity. Okay, if you actually look at parses of science boats, the crit chance on psi abilities ends up being huge because of particle manipulator. And so this actually really helps, and this does scale with your weapon amplification. Okay, and then we have our 3-piece set bonus. This is where the rubber meets the road here, because look at this huge number. But let's talk about it. So this has we do what we must, and this allows the activation of weaponized mycelium emitter. So this gives a metric fuck ton, yes, that is a technical term, of radiation damage to up to 10 foes in a 10-kilometer cylinder in front of the ship. Okay, so now this will this has a 10-kilometer range. The 10-kilometer cylinder means 10 kilometers from left to right. Okay, measuring that way. Okay, or with a very narrow, this actually has a very narrow, activation. The 10-kilometer cylinder means it goes straight ahead in front of your ship. My bad. And we'll see this in a moment when I actually go and activate it. Alright, this summons mycelial rift that pulls nearby foes towards its center and deals an extra 10,534 kinetic damage, ignores shields, and this is actually showing without my current bonuses, to foes within 5 kilometers of the rift each second before collapsing after 8 seconds. And of course this is boosted by exotic particle generator and control expertise. Okay, so it pulls harder with control expertise, does more damage with EPG. Alright, and then we have excuse me, the 4-piece set, because we can. And that is extra hull ship starship hull capacity, which, if you are running traits like Tyler's duality, is basically just crit chance. And then another extra 3.8% crit chance, as well as upgrading the mycelium emitter to do increased damage, has an increased rift duration, and the rift can summon allied Elachi ships. Now the allied Elachi ships, I'm going to be honest, they do crap all for damage. They're not gonna set the record for you. They're not gonna make or break this set. But the increasing the damage of the weaponized mycelium emitter and increasing the rift duration, that can actually have a pretty good effect. So we are, and by we I mean those in the community, are recommending the entire 4-piece set for science builds. It has made a huge difference in the amount of damage. We're seeing increases of up to 50% in damage. People go from being able to do 100K to 150K in in a run. So under the same circumstances, and that's been holding consistently. So definitely recommend the 4-piece revolutionary set. This will, I predict, become the new meta. So definitely, if you have gotten this set, congratulations. If you're running a Sai, put it on the Sai. If you have not gotten this set but still have, if you didn't finish the Widening the Gyre event but still have the ability to buy it out, then I recommend you do so that you will have this set available. And if not, I do recommend this set when it does become available out of other means like the Muds Market or Phoenix Box, however that's going to happen. We don't know how that's going to happen yet, but I guarantee it will be coming back around. Alright, now that being said, so it has been suggested that with things that have effects that you like to see, like the mycelium emitter, that I show it in the video. So here goes. Let's go in there.
Klingons are approaching our position.
Let's get it, and here we go. Here's the mycelium emitter, and you can see, so it's shooting out in a cylinder in front of me. It just did a whole bunch, and now it is going to put out a rift. There we go. You should be able to see the rift out there. Yeah. Oh, it didn't go, that's why. Okay, let's try that again. There it goes. There, you see, there it went, and there's the rift. And of course, now I'm just going all over the place. But as you can see, this is quite a good little set. And of course, I'm losing myself here. There we go. Yay! And just kill everything. But anyway, so you can see what it looks like. It's a spectacular show. It takes a few seconds to charge up. Sometimes you get a little misfire there, as I did. But it does make a good little rift. It does a crap ton of damage. As you can see, for example, when we looked at the more info, it was 120 something. Right now, as you can see, it's over 200k radiation damage, and that is scaling, of course, with what I'm doing in my thing, and then of course a bunch of damage from the rift. Whee! Okay. Lock these suckers down. So that is the revolutionary science set, and definitely recommend getting all or using all 4 pieces. So we'll be seeing a lot of mycelium rifts and whatnot gracing the game from science players. This has been Teacher Kirby, and I hope you learned something.
I think that was the last of them.